ARMY was completely caught off guard by the leaked video that suddenly went viral today. At first glance, it just looked like a normal vacation moment on the streets of London, until Taehyung made a tiny gesture that instantly made the Twitter timeline explode. Many just realized that there is a hidden detail behind their interaction this time. And believe it or not, the reason behind that sweet gesture is exactly what will give netizens goosebumps at the very end of the video. Hello K-pop lovers! Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel, the place where we share heartwarming moments and fascinating stories about Taehyung and Jungkook that always make ARMY lose focus. Who would have thought, in the midst of their super-packed solo schedules that make us miss them so much, a sweet surprise suddenly emerged from the European continent. That night, social media timelines were suddenly in total chaos. Not because of a new album release, but because of an amateur video showing two figures we know very well strolling casually in a corner of London. Yep, Taehyung and Jungkook were caught on camera enjoying some time together. Without tight security or the glare of official media cameras, they looked entirely comfortable blending in with the city's atmosphere. ARMYs who saw this video for the first time must have rubbed their eyes, making sure it was really Taekook. Initially, many thought it was just a clever edit or an old video. But, when the clothes and location details were properly matched, everything was completely validated. And it turns out, this sweet surprise on the streets is just the beginning of something much more emotional to discuss. After confirming the video was authentic, ARMY's focus immediately shifted to their incredibly relaxed vibe. Both appeared in casual outfits that still looked expensive and classy, a true signature style of global stars. Taehyung was wearing his iconic long coat, and Jungkook had his reliable oversized fashion. They were seen chatting and occasionally laughing out loud, as if forgetting that they are two of the most famous idols in the world right now. Moments like this are actually very rare and precious. We know exactly how much pressure they face every single day. Being able to see them walk casually, breathing in the London air without hiding from the paparazzi, gives a sense of relief for the fans. But, behind the relaxed style and casual conversation along the way, the eagle eyes of ARMY successfully found one specific moment that made this short video replay thousands of times by netizens today. This detail is what makes everyone feel so incredibly emotional. The moment that caused such an uproar happened right when they were about to cross a rather busy London street. The camera of a pedestrian who happened to record accidentally captured a small yet very meaningful gesture. In those brief seconds, Jungkook was seen lagging slightly behind because he was intensely focused on looking at his phone. Seeing this, without needing to be called or asked, Taehyung immediately slowed down his pace. Not only that, he looked back and naturally reached out his hand a little bit, as if giving a protective signal so that Jungkook would stay close to him. This gesture happened very fast, perhaps only in a matter of seconds. But for ARMYs who have followed them since their debut era, this moment holds a very deep meaning. It perfectly proves that their instinct to protect each other has never changed at all, even though they are adults now. And hold on, Jungkook's reaction afterward is far sweeter than this. Upon realizing the signal from Taehyung, Jungkook directly put his phone into his pocket and quickened his pace to align his position. What makes this moment even more melting is the faint smile that appeared on Jungkook's face when he returned to walking side by side with Taehyung. There were absolutely no words spoken, but their body language seemed to speak much louder than anything else. The closeness built over more than a decade truly cannot be faked. They do not need long conversations to perfectly understand each other's condition. With just one look or a small gesture, they know exactly what needs to be done. It is this exact comfort that often makes ARMY feel so emotional. In the midst of an entertainment world full of demands and perfection, they still have each other as a comfortable place to return to. However, the one thing that made the Twitter timeline even hotter that night was not just this ordinary street crossing gesture. A few hours after the very first video leaked, another different perspective emerged from another fan who happened to be at the exact same location. In this second video, the quality is slightly clearer and taken from a closer distance. Well, this is where the real commotion actually took place. ARMY began zooming in on the details of the footage and discovered a shocking fact that successfully made the topic Taekook in London trend #1 worldwide. As it turns out, the weather in London that night was quite cold and extremely windy. If you look very closely at the 15th second of the viral video, Taehyung looks a bit cold and is pulling his coat tighter. Seeing that, what did Jungkook do? Very casually and without a second thought, Jungkook is seen shifting his position to slightly block the direction of the wind blowing towards Taehyung. This invisible protective gesture successfully made netizens hysterical and simply amazed by them. So many netizens commented saying, "I am not a K-pop fan, but seeing the way they care for each other feels so incredibly warm." Small but deeply meaningful interactions like this are exactly what make Taekook's charm always so hard to ignore. Jungkook's gesture acting as a wind shield for Taehyung felt so pure and reflexive. There were no official cameras around, no director's script to follow. It was all purely a form of care from a best friend who already knows the other so well. The fact that they spent this highly precious free time together overseas, amidst their extraordinary busy schedules, truly shows just how strong their bond is. They intentionally made time just to hang out and talk casually without having to think about their heavy work burdens. But, as I promised at the beginning of the video earlier, there is one final detail from this particular moment that finally made all the theories from ARMYs rapidly resurface everywhere online. The final detail that gave everyone emotional goosebumps is something attached to their belongings. If you pay very close attention to the sling bag that Jungkook was wearing that night, there is a tiny keychain swinging around. And guess what? It is the exact same matching couple item that Taehyung was seen wearing at the airport a few months ago. This discovery seemingly became the absolute peak of the commotion that night. Isn't it just incredibly amazing how they always manage to keep small things like this hidden from the media spotlight, only for them to be revealed in the sweetest way possible? This London moment is not merely just an ordinary viral video. It serves as a beautiful reminder to all of us that as time passes, the affection and protective nature between the two of them only grows stronger and more deeply rooted. A moment that makes us even more certain to continue supporting their extraordinary journey until whenever it may be. So, how do you guys feel right now after directly seeing their sweet moments in London? Honestly, I personally still cannot move on from Jungkook's faint smile and the way Taehyung protected him on the streets earlier. You guys must definitely have your own perspectives or interesting theories regarding that newly revealed matching keychain, right? Don't keep it to yourself, come on and pour out all your comments and theories down below. I always really love reading the warm discussions from all of you in the comment section. If this video successfully made you smile to yourself, please do not forget to click the like button. Make sure you have also subscribed and turned on the notification bell so you will never miss the latest updates and other sweet moments right here on the Taekook Diary channel. Also, please share this video with your ARMY friends so we can all swoon together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. See you next time.